Okay. And then again, just in the back area, scissor over comb, just to make sure we got rid of that hard edge.
好，一样用推剪的方式去调后部区的发量，还有把一些比较硬的裁剪线做修饰。
Now what you're going to see happening with these bobs very, very soon is that they're going to start going curly. So they're going to have to start going back to perming, but very, very, very soft perming. So it's a different technique than we've been taught originally.
好，现在欧美那边的话，应该是说算是明年的趋势哈。流行趋势的话也是以包博式发型为主轴，但是明年的包博式发型的话，比较没有像以往的都是直发为主。现在的话，就是再来就是将来要流行的发型是以卷发，卷发的方式取代于直发的包博式发型。
Okay, we're done with the thinners. You can see the effect that's happening here.
好，看得出来啊，后部区的它的线条已经出来了。
So it's a very 60s sort of bob shape. Okay, in the front, this is another thing that you'll be seeing a lot in Europe, coming from Europe, although it is getting a little bit past its use-by date.
好，现在的话，欧美在刘海的部分的话，现在流行趋势是像这样的。
What they're actually doing is putting a solid fringe just to a certain part on the point here, just the very front part, and then your long bits drop back over the top of it.
好，现在欧美那边的刘海部分的流行的话，是以后刘海的硬线条。
Okay, so keep your hands steady.
好，在剪的时候，我们的剪刀要稳住。
We follow the line through. And we're coming through to the top, aiming for the top of the eye.
好，裁剪的线条的话是在眼睛上面。
Then we kind of carry that back. Don't go back too far, otherwise you'll hit the hairline.
好，在剪刘海的部分的话，就不要剪太宽哈，因为太宽的话，旁边这边的线条就会被剪掉了。
Okay. Then on the side, we need to just take some of these wispy pieces away.
侧边这边的话，要把一些就是毛毛躁躁的头发做一点修饰。
Now, we use a sliding technique, but most hairdressers, if we try and go like this, it's too awkward.
好，基本上来讲的话，我们两侧的话都是用滑剪的方式。可是如果说在右边做滑剪这个动作的话，会比较不好操作。
So what you've got to do is reverse the blades round so you're backwards, so you can actually slide through.
好，所以说在剪右部区这边的话，我们的滑剪是把剪刀反向操作的。
Now we use this backward sliding technique quite a lot.
好，这个剪刀反向操作的话，其实还蛮常在使用的。
Okay, and that's what we're aiming for, is this curved line through. Okay, on this side, we need to go back to normal.
好，
So
在
we
左
just
边的
reverse the blades back round again.
左边的话，就用一般的滑剪的方式做修饰。
Separate that fringe out. And then we're just going to slide through here just to get a soft edge. Now you need to use blades that will really, really slide to do this work.
好，我们在用滑剪的时候，记得的剪刀它的那个下刀的方式是很轻的。
And unfortunately, they're not cheap, but you need them to get these, to utilize these effects.
好，再来就是说重点啊，我们在做滑剪的部分，剪刀本身的品质要很好，要不然在做滑剪的时候会不好操作。
Okay. Now the fringe, again, different technique. Again, we want to take some of this length away, but we don't want to take too much away. So reverse the blades again, and it's literally you put the blade on, and it's a chopping movement. Okay. So it's both hands together.
在刘海的部分的话，因为我们 就是有几撮比较长的，可是我们不用剪刀直接把长度剪掉，因为我们不希望它会有印线。所以说我们现在在做的话，就是把发束挑出来，剪刀往下一起，两只手一起带动做出来。
And you don't close the blade just stays open.
然后我们的剪刀的刀柄的话，它是有点开的，它不是整个全部合起来做操作。
These sliding techniques and these techniques are basically emulating a razor. So it's like using a razor, so we just put it on and...
好，其实它的方式技巧的话是跟削刀很像的。
Next piece, a little bit longer. Go. Go. Okay. Then last but not least, we need to just come in here and just slide through. Just so it gives it a little bit of texture.
好，现在的话是调线条。
Same into the sides. You'll find that a lot of scissors won't slide on dry hair, so you've got to be careful which ones you get.
好，我们在做剪发的时候，尤其是做滑剪的时候啊，在剪的时候要很小心哦，因为有时候如果说你的下刀的部分如果说太大力的话，还是说下刀方式错的话，这个发型就是整个就会不见了，它的线条感就不见了。
Just check these lengths, and when we're checking the lengths again, not a straight cut. It's only a chipping cut because we don't want to destroy the texture that we've already put there.
好，我们整个发型剪完之后，架构剪完之后，再做修饰的动作的话，我们就不使用直线在做剪发，好，不用直线在做修饰，使用点剪在做修饰。
So what we did to prepare this head was basically just blow dry it as a bob. So it's ready and it'll fall into shape when you're doing the dry cut.
好像这个发型的话，因为我们原本在吹整的时候就是以爆破式的发型在做吹风，所以说其实你顺着它的线条剪的话，干剪之后这个发型的线条很快就凸显出来了。
We're just going behind the ear now just to clean any little pieces of hair up.
好，现在是耳后的两侧区要在做修饰。
Same on this side again, just chipping. So we don't want
点剪的方式做修饰。
We don't want any hard edges. And the same in the back area. Again, we're just going to go in and just chip.
好，一样哈，在后部区的话，我们颈部区的部分的线条也是用点剪在做修饰。
But it's very, very much a thing in Europe. It's very, very speed. Australia's the same. Let the hair fall forward. Check that there's no loose pieces around.
好，在最后修饰的部分的话，我们会请客人把头往前摆，好，因为这样的话，整个发型的线条会往前跑。那这样子往前跑的时候，你就顺着他的那个头发的线条去做整个做修饰。
She's done. Okay, just a little bit of dressing. Now with the dressing, you know, I see a lot of stylists when we're doing training, they try and rely on the actual dressing, the finished thing, to give them what they want. But you saw before I even put anything in, it's actually already there, the cut's there.
好，我们在做修饰的部分的话，就是整个裁剪完的话，就是把整个发型的线条做线条的部分。
Now what's happening? Fashion goes round in a big circle. Everything comes back. When it comes back, it always comes back in a slightly different form. So we saw haircuts like this in the 60s and early 70s. And they're the same, it's just that they're a little bit softer. Where in the 60s and 70s, we were cutting solid lines in heavy lines. These aren't like that anymore, they're much, much softer. What you're going to see start happening next, and it's already happening in Europe, is that hair's going to get bigger. So we're going to be going back to the 60s type bouffant type styles. Now whether we like it or not, that's the way the fashion trend's going.
好，在60年代跟70年代的发型的话，也是包博士的发型为主轴。只是以前的发型的话，是属于那种比较硬的线条，比较厚的感觉。那现在的话，在流行的趋势，以包博士发型来讲的话，是属于比较线条会比较轻柔一点。然后再来，刚刚有讲过哈，就是明年度的话，流行的包博士发型是比较面积体积会比较大一点，比较蓬松的，比较没有像现在的话，它是体积是比较小一点的。
So as we've introduced all these different texturizing techniques, which actually create shorter hair inside the design, it is perfect for hair getting bigger, so that the hair will actually start to expand and start getting bigger. And it's going to do a complete reversal of what happened in the 60s. Back in the 60s, when Sassoon first started, excuse me, we were doing bobs like this, and then when we'd finished them, the client had said, "Can you make it a bit bigger?" Now we're doing flat things, and it's starting to naturally get bigger. So it's going from, we went from big to small. Now we're going back from small back to big again.
好，流行的趋势的话，就像这样子，它从体积小的。好，从体积小的，然后再来慢慢变大的，体积大的，然后再来的话，我们现在的话就是一样是体积小，然后明年度的话体积又变大，然后再来的话又是从大变小。好，这是一个循环。其实流行的东西都是差不多的，只是说每次出来的效果的话都是不一样的。
Okay. There we go. So you can see it's very, very quick and easy to get these sort of effects. Very, very quick. Okay, next.
好，我们请下一位 model。
Okay. Now with this young lady, we're going to actually razor it off. Now this is going to look completely different.
这个发型的话，等一下我们院长要使用削刀做剪法。会跟原本的形式完全不一样的。
When you're cutting hair, you get some problems in that. We want to cut this off short, but it's been perm, so I've got to get below the perm. So I've got to get down to this kind of length.
好，这个发型哈，因为原本就有卷度了，那因为所以我们等一下在做剪法的时候，等于是把卷度部分都剪掉，所以说等一下出来的长度的话会蛮短的。
Okay, so. I'm going to be using a few different types of razor techniques on this one. Now,
我们等一下要说用削刀在做剪法的话，会使用不同的技巧，削刀技巧去完成这个发型。
I'll shout them out as I go, but I'll be doing them very, very quickly. Most of these techniques you cannot do slowly, so you have to work very, very, very rapidly. And we basically want to get down to where this darker hair is. Because that's where the natural hair is.
现在后部区这边的话是它的原本的头发的线的那个长度，应该是说直发的部分。那等一下我们在操作的时候哈，因为这些技巧都必须用很快的速度去做，所以说等一下你看院长他在操作的时候速度会比较快一点。
Now, If anybody wants to ask about the techniques we're using afterwards, please do come along and ask me, and I'll show you in slow motion. And if I get a chance later on, I'll actually do the same types of cut, or the similar techniques on another cut, but I'll do them more slowly for you so you can see them more clearly.
好，现在这个发型的话，院长会使用比较快速的方式去完成。那等一下我们的话，如果说台下有观众有什么问题的话，可以之后可以再问我们的院长，然后再晚一点的话，我们院长他会用比较慢的速度再去剪一个发型。
Okay, so I'm going to do this to my favorite piece of music. I don't do this when I'm in the salon, by the way.
好了，院长他要放他就是属于他现在操作销到的音乐。
我们也给 David 院长来一些掌声，好不好？他更有力来操作，谢谢。
Please don't copy me doing this. It's pretty dangerous. Just getting the length off now. This is a sliding chop.
好，一样记得哈，虽然说动作很快，可是一样要一边剪一边检查我们的长度，还有我们的发片提拉角度。
Okay, all I'm going to do now is just get rid of all this old hair. To get it off as quickly as we can.
好，现在在剪的话，就是把我们的卷度以最快的速度去做削补动作。
Same in the side. You're going to chop it straight the way through.
一样侧边。
Just a two-handed stroke. Bang, gone. Not moving the razor. It goes flat against the finger.
好，记得我们的削刀的那个刀片的话，跟我们的手指头是平行的。
Just pull both hands together.
两只手同时操作。
And you'll see a lot of these movements are like that even when we're scissor cutting. When we've got this bulk off, then we're going to start going into some detail.
好，现在的话就是把卷度的部分都先做剪发的动作剪完之后再把这个发型的线条感、层次感再做一点明显的剪裁。
Okay. Axing. It's just a chop, like chopping with an axe. Okay. Peeling. Peel it like a potato.
好，这样子的，你正在拔的动作。
Okay, glittering. This has to be done quickly.
好，这个动作的话就要快一点操作。
Going in with the point of the blade now. Very similar to flittering. Sliding.
看他这个动作的话，在调我们头发的发量跟调线条出来。
Okay, going in with the channel again.
好，现在这个动作的话是调线条，顺着发流哈，做线条调那个调亮动作。
Taking the edges off now.
好，现在的话是在做发尾的修饰动作。
Slide.
往侧边。
Blow dryer.